Imagine a language so secret that it was never written down, one that only the highest-ranking members of an ancient society could understand. A language whispered in sacred groves, used in rituals that shaped the fate of warriors, kings, and entire civilizations. This is the mystery of the Druidic language, a secret form of communication used by the Celtic priests of ancient Europe. Unlike other ancient civilizations that left behind written records, the Druids passed their knowledge entirely by word of mouth, leaving behind almost no trace of their teachings. But what if remnants of this lost language still exist today? What if hidden symbols, ancient chants, and even modern languages carry echoes of this forgotten tongue? Join me as we dive into the secret language of the Druids, who they were, how they communicated, and why their language was designed to remain a mystery. Before we explore their language, let's talk about who the Druids actually were. The Druids were the priestly class of the ancient Celts, a powerful group that served as religious leaders, healers, judges, and advisors to kings. They weren't just priests, they were the intellectual elite of their time, with knowledge in astronomy, medicine, law, and philosophy. But here's what makes them so mysterious. Unlike the Greeks or Romans, who recorded their religious beliefs in books, the Druids never wrote down their teachings. Instead, they passed knowledge from master to apprentice through verbal tradition alone. This wasn't by accident, it was by design. The Roman historian Julius Caesar wrote that the Druids believed writing weakened the memory. They feared that if sacred knowledge was written down, it could be misused or fall into the wrong hands. So instead, they memorized vast amounts of information, including laws, religious rituals, genealogies, and poetry. Some say it took up to 20 years of training to become a full Druid. But this raises a big question. If they had no written language, did they have a secret spoken one? One of the only surviving traces of a possible Druidic communication system is Ogham, an ancient Celtic writing system found on stone carvings in Ireland and Britain. Ogham is a unique script made up of lines carved on the edges of stones, almost like a secret code. Some scholars believe Ogham might have been a Druidic cipher, used for religious messages or magical inscriptions. Others suggest it was a mnemonic device, a way to record sacred knowledge without fully breaking the Druidic ban on writing. But Ogham is just one piece of the puzzle. What about the spoken language of the Druids? Some historians believe that the Druids may have had a separate, sacred language, one used only during rituals and religious ceremonies. Many ancient priestly classes, from the Egyptian high priests to the Sanskrit-speaking Brahmins, had exclusive languages or dialects for religious use. Could the Druids have had something similar? Some evidence suggests they did. Many Celtic myths mention sacred chants that could heal wounds, control the weather, or even curse enemies. These might have been spoken in a ritualistic, ancient form of Celtic, a secret language reserved only for the elite. The Druids were believed to have an intimate connection with words, believing that knowing the true name of something gave them power over it. This idea aligns with many magical traditions worldwide. Some linguists suggest that traces of this sacred speech may still exist in modern Irish, Welsh, and Scottish Gaelic, hidden in old proverbs, poetry, and oral traditions. But could this secret language still be decoded today? Another possibility is that the Druids had a system of hand gestures or symbols, much like secret societies do today. Roman writers noted that the Druids often performed elaborate rituals in complete silence, a possible sign that they communicated through nonverbal signals. There are even stories of Celtic warriors using hand signs to communicate on the battlefield, a practice that might have originated from Druidic teachings. If this is true, it means the Druids weren't just masters of spoken words, they may have developed an entire hidden system of nonverbal communication. The Druids were so powerful that they became a threat to the Roman Empire. When the Romans invaded Celtic lands, they saw the Druids as dangerous political and spiritual leaders. In the 1st century AD, Emperor Claudius banned Druidism, and Roman forces destroyed their sacred groves and executed many of their priests. With them, the secret knowledge of the Druids vanished, including their possible hidden language. Today, we have only fragments, symbols, myths, and scattered clues. But what if their language was never truly lost? Languages don't always die. They evolve, hide, and sometimes, they come back. There are efforts today to revive lost Celtic languages like Irish Gaelic, Welsh, and Cornish. Some believe that within these languages, we might still find echoes of Druidic speech patterns and hidden meanings. There's even speculation that some modern secret societies, like the Freemasons, have inherited ancient Druidic symbols and phrases, a connection that remains unproven, but intriguing. So, is the secret language of the Druids truly lost? Or is it still hidden, waiting to be rediscovered? The Druids understood something powerful, that language is more than just words. It's a tool that shapes reality, influences thought, and connects us to the past. And while we may never fully uncover the secret Druidic tongue, we have something even more powerful today, the ability to learn and preserve languages before they vanish forever. If this story inspired you, maybe it's time to start your own journey. After all, what secrets could you unlock if you learn it to think in a new language? The power of language is in your hands. What will you do with it?